Around 10,000 BC, the territory of modern-day Albania underwent a profound geological and climatic transformation, marking the end of the Pleistocene. The gradual rise in global temperatures initiated the Holocene, triggering the retreat of alpine glaciers in the Western Balkans. Arid steppe landscapes slowly yielded to dense, temperate forests dominated by oaks and conifers. This ecological shift drastically altered the local fauna. The Ice Age megafauna receded, replaced by forest-dwelling species like red deer, wild boars, and roe deer. Human communities were forced to completely reorganize their subsistence strategies, adapting to a rapidly evolving forested and mountainous environment. This ecological transition fundamentally modified the mobility and settlement patterns of Mesolithic human groups in the Balkan region. While caves remained essential shelters during cold seasons, the increasing stability of the climate encouraged more frequent exploitation of outdoor spaces. Human groups began establishing seasonal open-air camps along river valleys and lake basins. These temporary bases provided optimal access to both mountainous game and alluvial lowland resources. Archaeological surveys in valleys like the Drin and Vjosa rivers point to a highly organized, dynamic system where bands cycled through the landscape based on the seasonal availability of wild resources. In the far south of Albania, the Konispol Cave stands as the most significant and well-documented archaeological testament of this transitional era. Strategically positioned on a high ridge overlooking the Ionian Sea, this natural cavern offered refuge to human groups almost uninterruptedly for millennia. Stratigraphic excavations inside Konispol have revealed continuous layers spanning from the Upper Paleolithic through the Mesolithic and into the Neolithic. Ash from ancient hearths and abundant animal bones found in Mesolithic sediments demonstrate that the cave served as a recurring residential base. Its study has allowed archaeologists to meticulously chart the dietary and cultural evolution of early Balkan foragers. Beyond Konispol, Albania's diverse geography preserves other crucial traces of Mesolithic presence. In the south-central region, the open-air site of Vlusha, located in the mountainous Skrapar highlands, has yielded a notable collection of lithic artifacts, confirming the presence of highland hunter-gatherers. Meanwhile, in the north, the caves of Blaz and Naziri in the Mat River Basin document communities exploiting riverine and forest resources at the foot of the accursed mountains. These scattered find spots prove that Mesolithic occupation was not an isolated phenomenon, but a widespread pattern of landscape colonization across the territory of what is today Albania. The shift in available game and the dense forest environments sparked a remarkable technological evolution in tool manufacturing. The Mesolithic era in Albania is characterized by the proliferation of the microlithic industry, which involved producing extremely small flint blades. These microliths, skillfully knapped using percussion and pressure techniques, were shaped into geometric forms like trapezoids and triangles. Their primary innovation lay in hafting. Rather than being used individually, these tiny stones were slotted and secured with natural resins into shafts made of wood or antler. This allowed hunters to create lightweight, highly effective composite spears, harpoons, and arrows. The subsistence of Mesolithic Albanian groups shifted toward what archaeologists classify as a broad-spectrum economy. With the disappearance of Ice Age megafauna, the human diet diversified dramatically. Communities systematically gathered wild nuts, legumes, and roots within the dense temperate forests. Concurrently, proximity to rivers, lakes, and coasts allowed for intensive exploitation of aquatic resources, including freshwater fish and marine mollusks. The consumption of deer, wild boars, and forest birds was complemented by these stable, gatherable foods, reducing reliance on high-risk hunting and allowing for greater demographic stability and longer seasonal stays within specific territories of the Western Balkans. Despite the nomadic or semi-nomadic nature of these bands, the late Mesolithic reveals early signs of territorial specialization and regional exchange. A primary example is Goranxi in the Drino Valley, where high-quality flint outcrops repeatedly attracted local groups for extraction and processing. Chemical and physical analyses of tools found in various distant settlements reveal that Goranxi flint was transported across considerable distances. This indicates the existence of primitive exchange pathways and social gathering points, where bands traded raw materials, shared technical knowledge, and forged marriage alliances prior to the sedentary lifestyle of the agricultural revolution. By 7000 BC, the advanced foraging economy of the Albanian Mesolithic had reached maturity, paving the way for the arrival of early agricultural and pastoral practices. This transition was not a sudden disruption, but a gradual integration of new technologies spreading from Anatolia and the Aegean. The foragers' existing intimate knowledge of plant and animal life cycles smoothed the adoption of sheep and goat herding and rudimentary wheat cultivation. With the emergence of early farming sites like Vashtami and the transition in the upper layers of Konispol Cave, the era of Mesolithic foragers quietly yielded to the Neolithic.